All right, everyone. It's a little bit hectic. My schedule's a little bit hectic. I'm sorry for springing this on everyone. But it's just yeah, I don't know. I just thought we'd do a little bit of chill streaming, just hang out a little bit. It's Sunday, Sunday fun day. I didn't think I'd have time today, this weekend at all. But it actually ended up working out. Um, yeah, so we'll do some stuff, see some things, fly around, lay some blocks. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. Um, But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have, normally when I do these things, I have like a very well-defined plan about what I'm going to get done and how I'm going to get it done. Today, today, my schedule opened up and I was like, you know what? I want to play some Minecraft and it'd be nice to have some company playing some Minecraft. So, yeah, I'd fire up the stream. I have been meaning to do a little bit more because I know that my stream presence has been not so great right these days. But what are you gonna do, right? Life. Let's fill this in. Oops, we need a radius. Let's do like 30. Okay. So I think one of the things I want to do is kind of fix these roads just a little bit. I think they're not quite where I want them to be at the moment. Just move them around a little bit until we find something that we like. Let's do a sphere. Actually, probably not a sphere. We should probably do a cylinder, huh? Just because we only want to go down one block. Grass block. We'll do like 4. And we're going to mass cobble. This is just so I can erase lines. This is like my eraser tool. Because I like that. I think I want to change it though. See if we get that edge. Without messing up the circle. Can we do it? Hey, we got it. Nice. Okay, cool. Let's also get rid of this random concrete concrete powders, that's what it's called. So I'd like this particular road to go kind of right down here along the edge of the water line. So eventually we're going to have water in here. It's kind of a mess right now, but eventually this thing will be filled with water all the way up to whatever the natural water line is, which I don't actually know what it is. Let's see if we can figure it out. It's like 60. I'm going to guess here. I'm going to say like 65 maybe. Hey Cass, what's up? How's it going? I wasn't sure if anyone was going to make it cuz I literally had it's 63. I had the thought to do a stream probably about 5 minutes ago. So usually I try to let people know ahead of time. Didn't work out so well today, but what are you gonna do? I'm glad you can make it though. Always nice to see some of the regulars. Let me see. We're at like 63 right now. So yeah, so the water's gonna come up to like this level. That's like water line. Yeah, that's pretty good, honestly. I think it'll work out. It's only a couple blocks below where we're building, so we're just painting in some roads. Luckily, these brushes are pretty long range, so I should be able to just kind of do it from up here. And it's not going to be perfect. And actually, I have to think about that because I've got this big building. Yeah. I mean, that's what I do with streams, like just leave them running in the background while I'm doing other like stuff that I'm supposed to be doing. It's kind of nice. I don't know, something that's like distracting, but not necessarily in a always super bad kind of way. It's kind of a good kind of distracting, I guess. That is the question though here. I think I just want to fill this in kind of like this. Maybe we'll just have this be like a kind of opens. I do want to have like kind of an open square as we get closer to the. I don't know. It's just such a big space that doesn't have anything in it right now. I think maybe putting buildings in will help with that somewhat too. Because obviously, like this road is like really big. It doesn't need to be this big right now. I guess it's also possible. I don't know. It's always complicated. Kind of want to make this building part a little bit bigger, but I don't know if that's I don't know. I struggle a lot with like this bridge just because I don't have a clear image in my brain of what it's like, you know, quote unquote supposed to look like. Um, I just know that we need a big bridge there. So I've outlined something kind of a vague approximation of what I think needs to go there at some point. What's going on with these blocks down here? But it's not great. That looks better. Why do we have so many random diamond blocks laying around? They're getting away from us. Floating blocks too. That's kind of not my favorite thing ever, if I'm being honest. Let's fill that. I don't know what's going on. I never know what's going on. That's kind of it's my brand. Stuff just kind of happens. All right. Well, that'll be good enough for now. I think maybe laying in some of these buildings, that's kind of something that people have been indicating to me would be helpful. Because we got a lot of people building in this area right now, and no one is exactly sure. I think people are just kind of still trying to figure out where they can and can't build buildings, you know, without like doing something that I don't agree with, I guess. Which I mean, I definitely appreciate the concern, and I appreciate people looking out for that kind of stuff because you know it is nice. But I think we've also got kind of a situation where people just they just don't know what this is supposed to look like, so they don't know what to build or where to build it. So maybe we can try and help them out a little bit, try and get something, I don't know, sketched in so that people have a better idea of what I'm looking for. I mean, it's also going to help me because if I'm being honest with you guys, I don't know what I'm looking for either, so you know, it's a learning experience. We're going to figure it out together. Yeah. There's definitely a lot of work that needs to be done down here. And we'll get to it, you know, with time. But for now, I do want to focus on this stuff up here at the top. So I do like this little plaza. You know, I always imagine this port area being kind of a, I don't know, kind of like a festive place, you know? You got a lot of stuff going on. You got, you know, street vendors and stuff, and it's a public touristy kind of area. You know, like a boardwalk or a boardwalk wharf kind of situation, I guess. See if we can find some blocks. Although it might be better to use concrete in this instance. I'm gonna use concrete. Oh, we'll grab a couple different colors just so we can lay some things in. Bart's asking some questions. I should go. She's working on some stuff. See if she's, I don't know if she's trying to make it. Sometimes people like things to be like surprises and stuff, so I always like to ask before I just wander over and be, hey, what are you working on? Let me see. Maybe we'll stop by and see what Bart's up to, huh? Let's see, I don't need my debug stick right now, so we'll just fill that in with some of that. Oh, I do want to see this. This is interesting. Let's fly over and say hello. So Bart's been working on this whole area, which is coming together quite nicely. This is an area called the Sway Stacks. It's kind of a lower income kind of area, but everything's going to be just really kind of randomly stacked together. So we've got these really just hodgepodge houses. I love these. This one's made out of dirt and it's got things growing on the roof, which is just fantastic. This one is made almost entirely out of trapdoors, also fantastic. But what Bart's been working on recently is this orchard, which is just really cool. I love these trees, and it's pretty. You know, it looks nice. And then what really gets me is that once you like this place extends for like miles and miles and miles. It's enormous. Oh, look at the apples on the ground. Okay, so we've got like these main rooms. I don't know what Bart's doing there. The mushrooms are starting to spread. But this place just goes and goes and goes. Look at these banners. Aren't those nice? Kind of tree banners. But there's like stairs, and like these aren't gonna look out over the. Right now the view is not so great. But this place just goes on forever and ever. There's doors on doors on doors. Look at all these rooms. See, look. There's like natural areas underground with roots and things. But it just keeps going. There's just floors and floors and floors. This one has a glass block in it. See, and she's got all these rooms that she's still working on building. So this place is just enormous. Oh man. It's gonna be great when it's done. Right? Oh man. Oh, there's a dining hall. What goes down too? I thought it only went up. Where even are we? Oh, I like this. Oh wow. That's quite a nice view. Look, we got a kitchen. I love these warped stems and stuff. That's really neat. Is there more? What's down here? Whoa. That's wild. Oh man, this place is just, I don't know. I could get lost. I don't even know what the word is. This is just, because like if we go outside, it's just a couple of trees. Like you'd have no idea that any of this stuff was here. You know? Got some apple trees. Some of them have enchanted apples on them. The trees, by the way, like, you know, we don't talk enough about that, but the trees are fantastic. Bart is getting better and better at building these giant trees. Just super cool. Because I think for the most part, when this project started, most everyone was just, look at this. This is like a tree inside a thing. Ooh, I love the floor here. But no, when we first started this whole project, I think most everyone was just using the default Minecraft trees, which there's nothing wrong with that. Wow. I love all this. This is all underground. Secret entryway. What? Oh no, I'm stuck. But yeah, no, everyone was using like default trees, and now everyone's building them all by hand. Supposedly there's a secret entryway that goes up into the city. I don't know how to get there though. Oh. Here we'll kind of cheat a little bit. Yeah, so apparently there's an entryway up here. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Nice. Oh, is this another one of those trapdoor ones? Oh man. Oh geez. Oh, that's cool. Redstone contraptions. What? Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh, that's super cool. Oh, I like that. That's really neat. I love these secret doors. I'm getting better at that. I guess that's where this staircase leads, because it's so tall. It just keeps going up and up and up. Man. It's wild. This place is tall. We'll follow Bart, see where she's heading off to. Oh yeah, we've got all these scenic... I love these banners too. They look like trees. Lots of little gardens. Oh, we're being left behind. No, we gotta go this way. I think Bart went down here. I don't actually know. Oh, we lost her. Name tag. Yeah, this place is so cool. Yeah, I guess this is what I know, right? I feel a little bit lame. I feel like I'm slacking behind a little bit. You know, I haven't had as much time to be doing stuff lately, and so everyone else is doing these really cool things, and I'm just like mostly just looking at the cool things. It's cool though. Yeah, Bart. Does this go somewhere? No, it's all just decorative, I guess. That's just nuts. I don't know. Bart's always kind of been a big go big or go home kind of person when it comes to these projects. Man, look how high up this goes too. Like, I wouldn't think you could fit a tree in an area like this. Oh look, we can climb this vine. That's really cool though. Um, man, and it's funny because I was in here like the last time. I think in the last stream, I think we came over and took a peek. Maybe I don't know if that's true. But it wasn't there. This none of this was here, or at least not all of it. Some of it was. Very little though. It's very cool. All right. Let's be back on our way. Not that we really have anything in particular with it we really need to be doing. Well, this is another thing I wanted to show you guys. Just with the sway stacks and everything. Just the route that you have to take just to get to like someone's house. Right? Just so many different stairs. I don't always remember all the ways between the floors. I think it's this one. Nope, we have to go up one more. Is it this one? Nope. Keep going. It's this one. And you can go down in here. Isn't that crazy though? That's such a long walk just to get. This is just a particularly terrifying place to live. Look how high you are up in the sky. A nice view, I guess, but I wouldn't want to live here. I'm not good with heights. So many stairs and and ladders and stuff. Let's see. I think I can remember how to get home. Yeah, someday I'll have to do some, like, just more walking tours, I guess, around the area. Because we do a lot of flying. You know, we fly places quite often. Just because it's convenient, because it's such a big area. But I think on some level it does take away a little bit from, oh man, just the massive amount of effort it would take to be a person who lives in this city, like just to get around from place to place. These buildings are looking much more finished too. This is new. Oh yeah, look. See, this is the new guy. This is Gabriel. He's been hard at work doing this stuff, building these houses over here. These are all really cool. I love the shapes of the roofs. Very I don't know, they got kind of like a Viking ship prow to them or something like that. Yeah. This area's looking really good. John's been working on this this area up here. He's also put in like this bridge, or not bridge, staircase that leads up into his little district that he's working on. So this is his thing that he's working on right now. He's got all these outlines laid out, slowly filling them with things. I think we saw these last week. He's got some squid balloons or kites. He and Bart built this cool restaurant up here in Wave Wall. Very nice. But that's kind of part of it, is that, like, I think that these outlines on the ground are very important for getting things organized and stuff. Yeah, Gabriel's been around. He's yeah, he liked what we were doing, and he submitted a portfolio and everything. It was really beautiful work. When he first talked to me about it, we didn't really have room, because I was trying to keep the project relatively small, just because, like, I'm the one who has to kind of keep everything, like, running in terms of, like, the management side of things, if there is such a thing. And at the time I was just overwhelmed. There's too much going on, so that wasn't gonna work. But he stuck with it, and we were able to eventually come to a time when we were able to bring him in. So props to him for sticking with it. Let's see. I think it's always kind of best to have these walkways be like at least as close to 45 degrees as we can get it, because that lets us do nicer pathways. So we'll fill this. We'll just do it with cobble. It's not going to be cobble, I don't think, in the end, because I really just not a big fan of the way cobble looks in general. It's okay. It's not the best. But it's good enough for now. Kind of like that. See, and then we got a pretty smooth walk up to the top. So really the big thing is just to start figuring out where we're going to put buildings. What parts are going to be buildings, what parts are not going to be buildings. Hey, it's Gabriel. What's up? You're watching some rice. All right, I feel that. I mean, rice is important. It's a very important part of life. So, no worries, man. I absolutely understand. Let's see. Oh, that is such a big gap, though. Do we really need that much of a gap? I don't really know that we do. So maybe we just bring this building out a little bit more. Something like that. It's a little bit better. I don't really want to put too many buildings right here on the water line, because I'd like that to remain relatively open. So that partially so that boats can come through here, but also so that we have a nice area for docks and things like that. That being said, there definitely will be some buildings, just, probably not a ton of them. Let's see. I think it'd be nice for this to be kind of a little miniature street. What if we should lay out the small streets in a different block than the main streets? That probably seems like a good idea, huh? Just bookkeeping and all that. What's another block we can use? Again, probably just representative blocks at this point, because you know, a lot of this is gonna change. Dead brain coral is just so many letters, though. Let's find something with fewer letters. It sounds really bad, but something we don't use much either. I don't know. What's a short named block? Yeah, so we could use soul sand. That works. I think. Ooh, soul sand makes a scary noise when you use it. I think we'll just kind of. We'll just do this one and just like that, kind of. Just some little streets cut through here. It's not bad. Calrose rice, fancy. Man, in my household, we only have one kind of rice called rice, and it's delicious. Yeah, I'm not fancy enough to know all the different kinds of rice. Although I do know that wild rice is not for me because it's just, I don't know, it's gritty. There's all sorts of different stuff going on there, and I'm not a huge fan, if I'm being honest. Let's see. I think maybe we could have another little branch. Kind of come down like that. Just trying to look at where it makes sense to build these things. Do you like this narrow little? Maybe we'll do like that, huh? It's an opportunity to build a big building here. Let's bring this straight across. Maybe like that. Oh no, what? Bart fell out of the world. Oh no. How did you... What? Oh, did you dig too deep? So you're like the dwarves and Oh. That's funny. Oh man. I do like risotto. Risotto is good. Oh man, Bart falling out of the world. What a Mother's Day indeed. Hey, it's Gabriel. How's it going, buddy? Let's see. We need to do like this. Because I would like to have a building like this. Probably not quite that far back. Maybe like... My Windows is telling me that something, I don't know. Oh, we lost Bart, but we gained Gabriel, so that's good. You know? At least we're keeping it equal. I feel that, buddy. Okay. We're gonna do this building with diamond just because I don't know. Just because I've got so much of this line going on right now. All right, yeah, that works. I have a weird little triangular building. That's okay. Something like that. Maybe we'll bring this out into the plaza a little bit. Kind of like that. Gives them a little more space. Yeah, that works. Probably have one more building right here. We need more blocks. More blocks. Okay, we're gonna make an executive decision to do that. Oh. Yeah, I don't think this needs to come all the way over here. I think we can shorten this just a little bit. Because it is a main road, but it doesn't have to be quite so. Take up quite so much space, I don't think. So we'll just kind of do like that. You know what? Might bring this out by one. Let's keep it spicy, right? I know Gabriel knows all sorts of things about rice. He's a connoisseur. For me, you know, it's just I don't know, rice is rice. Never thought too much about it, but maybe I should have. Let's see. I think that's not bad. Probably change that back. This one. Let's see. Let's put a building over here. I actually want this to be like a bit more narrow. Yeah, that's plenty large for a plaza. That's maybe a little too close. That seems okay. I like that. Kind of do... Oops. Hey, what's up? Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Oh, hey, well, hey, it's Brainpox. Guys, this is Brainpox. I think his name is Richard, because I feel like I saw that on Instagram or Reddit or something. He is, like, the greatest. I don't know. I feel like I'm in the presence of a celebrity right now, so I'm sorry if I get a little bit flustered. He's kind of my Minecraft hero, though. He builds some really amazing things. I see a lot of the... He's working on a medieval city, maybe 2 medieval cities. I don't know. He's working on some stuff right now, though, and it's really cool. Whenever he posts new stuff, I'm always like, oh, dude, gotta check that stuff out, because I'm gonna steal all your ideas for inspiration for my own stuff. It's sad but true. But that's the way of the world, I guess, on some level. These days, anyway. But yeah, I'm glad you could join. That's super cool, man. Feel like I've made it in the world. I've made it in the world. Brainpox came to my stream. This is yeah. I've made it. My life is complete. I can die happy now, so no regrets. No regrets. But yeah, good to have you, man. Dude, Gabriel's building so quickly. This needs an alleyway of some sort. We can probably over here do like this kind of thing. Oh, yeah, I kind of like that. We can do like this. Have this be walking space. Seal of approval. This is the best. Oh, man. Tell all my friends. Except, guys, this is a secret. Don't tell anyone, but you guys pretty much are my friends, so... Yeah. You guys know, so we're all good. Soul Sand makes such a sad noise. What's the chat say? Oh yeah, hey man, like sometime we should put something together and you should come come have a look around. That'd be fun. I'd love to do some sort of a collaboration or something like that. It'd be kind of a neat thing, I think. That looks like a building, right? That seems, yeah, that seems building like. Yeah, we'll do like that. Kind of like this. Then maybe low key, I'll just fill that in. Let's put this here. Okay, it looks like I made a dead end, but I'm gonna put a door here, guys. Don't worry. Here, we'll put a door block. There we go. This is gonna be a door. But yeah, I love these weird little back alleys and stuff. They really I don't know, they do it for me. I guess we'll kind of bring this down to like ground level. It really does. It's a terrifying block. Look at that. All those little scared faces. I think Gabriel's actually in the chat, so he can probably still hear, but yeah, buildings looking overall pretty nice. Yeah. I think we'll probably put in a couple more over here. Something. It's got to go kind of like right here. Whoops. Kind of like, I don't know, like this. Yeah, that's a building. I like it. Let's see. This needs to be... I don't even know what we're going to do here, to be honest. Maybe we'll kind of have this be like a part of the building. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I wasn't sure if you got off the stream and then into game, or if you just left the stream running. So I don't know. Some people's computers can't handle that stuff, so I feel it, you know? Definitely feel it. Yeah. That seems okay right there. Maybe push some of this back a little bit. Kind of do like one of these. I don't know. We'll just kind of bring this around. Yeah, it seems all right. So fill in these corners of these just because I'm neurotic that way. Let's put some more buildings. We'll do them in diamond because we're fancy. Honestly, I think we can just kind of bring these all the way out here. Well, not all the way, I guess. Not all the way, but kind of a little ways. Maybe like that. Oh yeah, yeah, it's really bad. The only way I can get this, because it's just my computer. The only way I can get the stream to run um, at a reasonable level of quality is to have there be a sizable delay. It's annoying, but you know, we work with the tools we're given, I guess. So. Plus, unless you're actually in the game with me, you can't tell. So, you know, just keep it on the DL, I guess. Dang, dude, it's a nice looking building. I like it. I'm gonna put in some little outlines kind of down here at the bottom of your building. Oops. And the rest of this, I think you wanted these to be little market stands, which is fine with me. I think that works. I don't know. Let's bring something out here. Kind of like that. Not good at building. Oh, yeah, that kind of works. I think we'll put something here, some sort of cool thing. I don't know what sort of cool thing, but we'll put a cool thing there. I don't know. I like fountains. I like building fountains. It's just a thing. I just like building them. They're fun to build and they're pretty. But because I like the building them so much, I often end up building too many fountains, which you wouldn't think would be necessarily a huge problem, but it's become more of a problem than you might think. What are we talking about? Oh, the roof? Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. What color roofs should we have in here? I think they gotta be like nice roofs. Something relatively fancy. But honestly, it's weird communicating like through like chat, but also also in game. It's confusing. This is not centered. This block needs to be like here. Maybe. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15. Yes, that's the center. Cool. Warped planks. It's not a bad idea. Oh man. Yeah. Brainpox does this cool thing with like granite buildings with the warped plank roofs or the dark prismarine. Kind of want to do some of those. I think I don't know. We have a lot of options for roof colors. I'd like to see some more colorful roofs here in the main marketplace area, you know? I don't know what though. I'm a forest boy. Oh man. Um I don't know. How do I explain that? Kinda uh, I don't think the entire building needs to be 3 stories, but definitely parts of the building should be, I think. I want it to be taller. What's a good example? Do we have any of those really tall buildings? Actually, this one's not bad. This is not a bad example because I built this. This has a mansard roof. This is an extreme example, but something kind of like this where they're a little bit more square, and they've got, you know, like big walls that big kind of flat walls. It's kind of so less. I don't know. Honestly, like if you're still in the stream, Gabriel, just kind of you do you, buddy. I'm difficult. I'm being difficult. It's what I do. I'm picky. People watching the stream though, I think buildings kind of like this is maybe the idea. So they're just I mean they're large buildings, right? And I like these up here. I don't think all the buildings down there in Loam should be this big because this is a really huge building, but I think some of them should be kind of this general shape and size, just because they, you know, they feel a little bit fancier. They feel like, you know, like people are really doing stuff with them, kind of like this shape too. I don't know, something like that. Heist has some great buildings. I'm very proud of those. Okay, let's go back to putting blocks on the ground. Oh, look at it! It's coming together. Look at all the little outlines. I love that. It's my my favorite part about this whole process is just being able to look at it from above like this and be like, hey, look, that's a building, and that's also a building, and that's a building too. Oh yeah, I like these. I love the mansard roofs. We got a few of those kind of around where I live. Although for the most part, the buildings around where I live are more Spanish style. Because where I live is a lot. I don't know. It's Southern California. There's a lot of Spanish style buildings around here. They're pretty. I like the roof of my house right now is actually, it's got those the ceramic tiles and stuff. The kind of orangish terracotta color. Oh, I didn't look at the chat. Pumpkins and orange wool. That's interesting. Huh. I'm kind of curious. Wow, orange wool is really bright. Yeah, I can see that. I do like the color. It is really just, it's a strong palette. Definitely buildings that stand out. I hope John doesn't mind that I'm kind of encroaching on his territory. Getting in a turf war with my only German friend. Very sad. I don't think he'll mind though, to be honest. John's pretty easygoing. Right, John? I don't think you're here anymore, but if you were here, you'd say, I'm pretty easygoing. I feel like that's true. Oops. Kind of like that. It's a building shape. Trying to not get super complicated with these. I can avoid it, just because it just doesn't feel like it's worth, I don't know, making these too complicated if I don't have to, you know? It just kind of feels like it's more work for everyone else if I do that. So I think people at this point, you know, it used to be that I'd put complicated footprints on the ground because I wanted people to make sure that they were pushing themselves, you know, to make more interesting and more complicated looking structures. I think we've kind of reached a point where people can do that on their own. People are able and willing to push themselves. You know, self-drive and all that. So I don't think it's any longer a necessity for me to lay out complicated building footprints. Oh yeah, that probably makes sense. John is from Germany. Germany is in like a way different time zone. Who knows what time it is there? Well, I mean, someone here probably does. I could probably look it up. It's like 9 hours, so it's 4 o'clock here. So 4 plus 9 is like, it's 1 a.m., something like that. What do you need gold? Maybe like 4. Cool. Just gonna kind of outline this underneath. Cool. That's a building. I kind of like that. I think that's gonna look nice. It's right there along the water. Oh yeah, where are you? Are you also in? I mean, I guess you in order for it to be 1 a.m. for you, then you'd also have to be in the same time zone, so the same vertical strip of land, more or less, from the bottom of the earth to the top of the earth. That's how it works, I think. I don't know. I'm not a geographer, or a time zone specialist. That's wild, though. Let's see. Yeah, this is looking good. I like this. Oops. Kind of a oops. Oh, you're from the Netherlands. That's cool. I have never met someone from the Netherlands. To my knowledge, anyway. I probably have at some point, but, you know. Looking good. I like the roof. It's very pretty. Ooh, that's a steep incline. We can fix this a little bit. I think this is all going to have to be stairs over here. I don't think we can fit a slab staircase in here, so regular stairs. Kind of like that. But honestly, I think 3 wide is plenty, size-wise. Oops. Something like that. Yeah, it's not bad. Let's have there be a street. Let's see, how do we do this? I guess we'd put it kind of here, right? A little road kind of cuts across. Kind of like that. Which means we can put a building here. No problem. Obviously, these buildings are not going to end up being this enormous. But, you know, just general outlines, I think. Let's see. Something like this. And then I'm just going to leave that kind of open-ended because this is the part where John's working on things. And I don't know what he has planned. I know that big circle is going to be a fight arena because we talked about that. Don't know what the rest of that's going to be, though. Let's see. I think the other buildings in here need to be just a little bit taller, though. Just in general. I don't mind this one being shorter. That's totally fine. But I think in general, we probably are going to want them to be slightly taller. Because we're in one of those situations where these buildings don't look... They look pretty tall right now. But I think that once we get everything built, they're gonna need to be taller just to accommodate the larger number of people that would naturally want to live in an area like this. Do like this. Work. Lots of merchants. Yeah. I like it. See, on this side, I think on this side it looks like the right height. I like this height because it's just, you know, it blocks your view of the sky a little bit, which is kind of what I'm looking for. But I think just that I'd like to see that kind of height on this side of the building, you know? Even if it ended up looking too tall on this side, I think we could fill in the space underneath with some more buildings and stuff like that. Yeah, you want to have a look around? I am never not down to fly around the city. No worries, man. Here, I'll show you. It's a big project right now. We're getting there, little by little. Why is the church back up in the sky? Huh. Wonder what that's all about. I'm assuming that MCX moved it just for because he's doing stuff down there. Here, let me just load it all in really quick. Just because it's a large area. Got to get everything rendered in more or less all the way. Can I load in this island too? Yeah, this is it. This is the whole shebang. Well, except for the half of the tree it's not rendered in. Whoa. What happened? Oh. Oh no. Things are getting weird. I don't know what's going on. You guys seeing this? Okay. I don't know what's going on with that. Why can I not go back into creative mode? Okay. I don't know what happened there, but things got glitchy for a second. But yeah, this is it. This is Illias. This is the city we're working on. So it, you know, it comes from a Dungeons and Dragons game. A series of Dungeons and Dragons games that I've run for people over the years. But we're slowly getting it built. We've come a long ways in a relatively short time, so it's pretty cool. I like it anyway. I'm a little biased, but so this is the white corridor. There are bunnies here. I don't remember why there are bunnies here, but there are bunnies here. I think we were using them to have floating balloons on strings, but that's, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why there's bunnies everywhere, because I think there's some inside here. There are. Okay, that's why there's bunnies. Yeah, this is the white corridor. This is kind of the main entryway to the city. It's undeveloped. We're still working on this. We got some leftovers from a party we had. Oh, catch you around, Cass. I'm glad you were able to come and hang out. But yeah, this area is called Greenleaf. This is kind of a, I don't know, entry to the city place. My buddy Targ's been building this. He does some cool things. I love these buildings. They've got these flat roofs with interconnected gardens and stuff. And he lives in New York, so this is like his, you know, like these are heavily inspired by like the New York brownstones. I don't know if you're familiar with those. It's there, you know, the skyscraper kind of buildings with the flat roofs. These are all interconnected with bridges and things, which is neat. This area is called Little Farador. So this is kind of you can see the trees are different here. And the building shapes are a little bit different, a little bit less bright on this end of things. And then as we transition over into this other side of the district, things start to get a little more funky. Got this big staircase that wraps itself all the way up around the edge. We've got all these little shops and buildings and things kind of wedged in there underneath this the stairway. It's pretty cool. I'm very happy with how this came out. Again, you know, a lot of this stuff is still in need of some finishing touches and stuff, but we're getting there little by little. John has been hard at work building market stalls on top of this wall. So we're calling this area the upper ring. It's just a bunch of little tents. We got some villagers and stuff selling various things. That place is called Magic. I'm assuming they sell magic stuff. I think that was the story. Let's see what else we got. This is the other part of Greenleaf. So this is called the Halls of Order. It's like local government. It's a pretty cool building. It's one of my favorite buildings that I built so far. It's really, really big. We got a horse statue that Bart did that we all love very much. It's a beautiful, beautiful statue. It's great. I love it so much. This area is kind of big and empty right now, but eventually I'm going to put another big tree inside here, and the canopy of the tree is going to end up being like the roof of this building. That's the plan. The plan is not happening at this moment, but it will eventually happen. This direction, this is the Astral Pavilion. This is kind of government, or not government, military. This is where like the 5-star generals and stuff live, where they have all their fancy ceremonies, you know, for giving people medals and stuff like that. Catch you later, man. It's another building that John and I have been working on. I don't know. The buildings that I participate in building, I can tell you a lot more than the ones that I didn't participate in, obviously. Still got our Christmas tree from Christmas. We need to get rid of that at some point. Over here is Rhyme Gate. This is kind of a merchant district and stuff. We've got gardens, botanical gardens over here. Main source of income in this part is the city. There's like a special kind of magical rock that they mine up called Rhyme. And they bring it in here, and there's places where, like, this is I believe this is a Rhyme dealership. The White Bank. You can come here and get your stuff appraised, and they'll give you money and stuff, and you can head back out and do some more mining and all that. It's fun. Bart and MCX have been working on this part of town. There's it's probably the closest to being finished. It's pretty much there. There's not a whole lot of buildings in this area that are left. Still need to be worked on. What else we got? This gigantic thing in the middle of town is called Centerfall. It's kind of a high fashion, wealthy area, you know, kind of a Times Square sort of deal. You know, you got some high scale, high end restaurants and stuff. And these domes. There's 3 of them. Very fancy. And then, you know, you've got like these, you know, kind of studio apartment kind of deals that are not furnished right now in the walls. And lots of little shops down here. Bookstores. That's Poe's Books. This is the Coffee Society. I love the names of some of these places. But it's very large. At the center of it, you've got a clock tower. Tells the time. Time here is 20 hours a day, and there's a different color for every hour. Very proud of that. It's like a cool world building thing. You also, attached to this center clock tower, you have a bridge that leads into the palace. So under normal circumstances, this drawbridge would be closed. I actually opened it, or rebuilt it open for the 1-year anniversary party we held. There's my big diamond and gold sign that I made for a video. But yeah, these are the Royal Gardens. These are really pretty. MCX and Dolphin Boy have been working on these. There's like this is the menagerie. So it's like a little miniature zoo. There's like lots of animals and stuff inside in their own little environments. On this side, this gold block thing is eventually going to be a crazy tree. I think that's what MCX had planned. We got some ponds and gardens and some custom birches. This is the palace proper. So this is where we had our 1-year anniversary party, so that's why it's still decorated and everything. Now, this is all part of the palace. This would be the ballroom. Yeah, it's really huge. There's tons and tons of stuff. The palace is enormous. And that's kind of the first big project that everyone kind of worked on. So there's just a lot going on. Here, I'll show you the throne room. This is the throne room. Very pretty. I love all these colors. But yeah, people have been hard at work, like filling in all the empty spaces inside the palace. You know, obviously we're still getting there, but a lot of this stuff has been pretty filled in at this point. Oh, stuck in a fountain. Probably should be in spectator mode for this because it'd make it a lot easier. You got like a banquet hall and stuff, you know. Castle's very large. Very fond of it. It also looks out over the lower city and everything. Castle alone's a huge project. This is like one of the first things I spent time working on. I think it came out pretty good. We're still struggling to fill it all in because it's big on the inside, and I'm not very good at building interiors of buildings, so a lot of other people have kind of had to tag in on that note, but getting there. This area is called Imageria. It's an entertainment district. You know, we've got I don't know, theaters, you know, shows, brothels. We've got a gigantic fight arena that is currently not finished. Got the outside done, but the inside is just empty right now. We've got these terrifying stacks of villagers wandering around inside minecarts. Yeah, they're a little scary. We don't come down here much because they're low-key terrifying. But besides that, we're working on some other stuff. This is a huge building that I don't know exactly what the purpose of the building is, but it's beautiful and crazy. This is a theater. Yeah, the interiors are always kind of a struggle for me because I'm not good at building the interiors. I'm more of an exterior kind of person. We've got a theater built down here that we're slowly working on. Tarek and I are hard at work. He's actually like an actor by trade, like in real life. So a lot of this stuff is like very, very realistic. So that's kind of neat. There's a lot of stuff under the city too that you just don't really see. You can get a brief glimpse. Let's see what else we got. Over here, we got the gigantic tree. That's like everyone's favorite part of the entire city. I have to agree. I love it too. Fantastic. It's so much color. It's actually a temple for one of the gods in my ever-changing pantheon for this world. So this is kind of a temple district. We've got, we got this black glass, kind of more traditional domed cathedral-looking thing. We've got this. This is another big church that we're still working on. We've got this little tiny church that is the basis, like the base idea for this big one. After we built this small one, and then after we constructed the tree and everything, we were thinking, oh, hey, you know what? We should probably rebuild this church bigger so it fits in the scale of everything else. So that's currently a work in progress. This area over here is like wizard area. It's lots of buildings that are... You can see they've got kind of a two-tone color scheme going on right now. So all the buildings in this area are kind of controlled by two big wizarding families. And they're currently, fighting over territory disputes is kind of the deal. That's why what's going on with all the different colored roofs. Kind of fun. Add some backstory to it. Got this giant tower that I'm still working on. This whole area is called the Clockyard. It's kind of a Vatican City deal where this is like, it's like Wizardland, but it's like Wizardland that isn't technically part of the country. So the laws are a little bit different. It's run by an organization called the Conclave Arcana. Let's see. Behind this wall is this wizard school. So this is the Hythelian Academy. So we've got a kind of a mixture of like a kind of a wizardy Hogwarts kind of deal for like, like a boarding school, and then like a college campus, and then like magical research and stuff, which is what this giant building is. So again, still working on it, although Finn has most of these main buildings. He's the one who's been working on a lot of this, and he's got all these pretty much done, I think. They're really pretty. They remind me of where I went to school and everything. And then out over here, this area is called Vatrotsa. This is kind of outside the city wall, but it's like a fancy rich people area. So you got all these mansions on the hill, gigantic buildings. They all have interiors too, which is just crazy to me. Bart and Finn have been working on these. They're very active builders on the server. But yeah, these buildings are all, as far as I know, every building has like complete interiors in that area. And then the last little bit of the city is just down here, what we've been working on recently. So this is the lower city. This is called Loam. We're just slowly trying to get it put together, little by little. So, this place is a lot more concrete outlines and stuff right now. But, I mean, this is what the top of the city used to look like, too. Just slowly getting there. Little by little. You can see it's a lot less finished down here. But I think it'll look nice when we're done. We've got some areas. These red roof buildings are ones that Gabriel, who was just in the stream and also in the chat there, he was working on these. This is an area called the Circles. This is a giant forge operation that we're still trying to get figured out. This is an area called Far Home. It's kind of it's kind of got an Asian vibe to it. I like the colors and stuff. It's a little different. Yeah, no, the lore is the best part in my opinion for all this stuff. I mean, I'm a little biased because I wrote all the lore, but it's cool that the city has a story. There's stuff going on and there's people who live here. I mean, it's cool because this is something, the story and the city itself has been something I've been working on in my brain for the last decade or so, playing D&D games and stuff in it. But it wasn't until this year when I started playing Minecraft and everything, when we were actually able to start bringing that to life, building actual, seeable structures and stuff. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. It's one thing to have these gigantic cities, I mean, obviously gigantic cities, no matter what in Minecraft, are always like really cool. It's an amazing thing, but having a story behind it, makes it feel so much more lived in and stuff. It's fun. Yeah, you're right. It brings everything to life. This is a crazy island that Finn has been working on recently. This is Sigil Island, and the whole story here is that there's a piece of an elder god, like a thumb or something. Actually, I think it's gonna end up being a heart, but it's hidden underneath the island, and because you've got a piece of a dead god stuffed under the island itself is full of really weird stuff going on. So you can see already, like, you got these floating flowers and stuff. I told him the idea I gave him was magical Chernobyl, and he just kind of ran with it. The results have been really incredible. I always like showing people this. Isn't this pretty? He's got these gigantic flowers and stuff. Oh man, yeah, he's done some really cool stuff. I love these big flowers, and I love he's using melons for the stems, which is just kind of fantastic, and sea pickles and stuff. I don't know. This whole place is really really neat. He's got like some. I haven't really spent much time in here, but he's got some puzzles going on inside here because it's supposed to be kind of a dungeon situation. So he's got all these doors, and if you pick the wrong door, like we'll go through this door. This is definitely the wrong door. If you pick the wrong door, you fall out of the world. So that's a thing. If you pick the right door, I have to figure out which one is the right door. I don't remember. Let's see. See if I can discover which one is the right door. You see there's also, this is where I don't know what it's called. I don't play survival, but this is the room where you've got like the in portal and stuff. See? So that was naturally generated directly under the city. That was not on purpose. Somewhere around here, he's got one that leads down to a, I don't know. Hold on. night vision so I can see where I'm going. Somewhere down here is a... Oh, yeah. It's this one. Nope, it's not that one. It's this one. If you come down this hallway, it spits you out down here. And I think that Finn is going to put... This is like right down at bedrock. I think that Finn is going to put a labyrinth down here, like a maze. I think that's his plan. So that's going to be really cool when he's done with it. Yeah, this whole place is really cool. There's all sorts of crazy stuff going on. I don't know. It's always it's a constant work in progress, you know? We're getting there, little by little, day by day. Honestly, for me, these streams make it a lot easier. It kind of gives me some incentive to finish these projects, because otherwise I have a tendency to procrastinate, as I do with all things in life. You know, so I feel like being here and having people like watching me do stuff makes me feel like, oh, I should probably actually get stuff done instead of, you know, otherwise I'm tempted to just kind of fly around and look at all the beautiful things all day long, which is what I'm doing right now. But I feel vindicated because someone requested me to do it. So, you know, someone asks you to do it, you can't say no. That would be rude. So thank you for doing that and allowing me to yeah, to be a little bit lazy for a couple minutes there. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, it's a labor of love though. I love this whole city. You know, there's still so much going on. There's you know, the entire inside of this mountain is hollow. There's all sorts of stuff going. Yeah, I know, right? There's all sorts of stuff going on inside the mountain too. This is a room. We're gonna have to fill that with something at some point. I don't even know. I don't know what's going to go in half these areas. Like, I know vaguely, you know, what goes where, but you can see this whole place is kind of hollow, although it's less hollow than it used to be. We're slowly filling it in with buildings. So like, this is the royal vault. So this has like just mounds and mounds of gold. It's a big old dragon skull. Finn built all this. Over here, we've got like, oh, I think this is a gang hideout. Yeah, it is. That's attached to the sewer system that Finn is building. So the sewers are going to be big. This is that forge I was telling you about that's not finished. There's just a ton of stuff around. So it's, you know, it's going to take, I think people see that like the top part of the city is finished. And it feels like we've gotten a lot accomplished, but there's still like, I mean, look at this. This is going to be like a records room for the like halls of order area, local government. That's still not done. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff down here that we're slowly trying to get filled in. Kind of curious. Yeah, that's what happened. So this is where that little church used to be hanging out. MCX has moved it. What is this? Oh, this is Finn's underground mushroom farm. Also connected to the sewers. Got all these little things just kind of hidden, you know, underground and stuff. I think eventually this is going to be terraformed into a big cave somewhere. You got some boats and stuff, practice boats. We got a statue of a book with some banners on it. I don't know why there are banners on it. So yeah, there's a lot of hidden stuff so far. We are slowly getting things done, little by little. It's a slow process. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it should be productive again, right? It's probably not a bad idea. See, I think I had most of the buildings over here that I wanted to get filled in, kind of filled in at this point. We can probably do like this. Something like that. I don't really know what John has planned for this area. Oops. But I'm sure he can figure it out. God, Gabriel builds so fast like this. Literally in the hour and a half I've been sitting here. And it wasn't even the full hour and a half because he wasn't even here for the full hour and a half. He was here for like 15 minutes somewhere in the middle or something like that. And he just gets so much done. It's crazy. It makes me happy though. Not mad about it. Let's see. I don't think fountain here. Maybe fountain. We're right by the water though. It's kind of, I feel like the water line is just kind of its own big fountain on some level. So like, do you really need to build a fountain? You know, you're right next to the water. Feels kind of silly. Let's see. Let's just kind of fill this in a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely going to be something here eventually, though. I think docks. I think little docks, like little private watercraft docks. Like little boats and things. There's going to be waterfalls here eventually. Are there end rods? What's that? Oh, it's snow. I wonder how we got snow there. I don't remember putting snow there. I wouldn't be surprised, but could be the weather. I usually have weather turned off, though. Someone could have turned it back on, I guess. But yeah, this whole basin's going to be full of water at some point. Ooh, a crane to unload boats. That's not a bad idea. So my thought in terms of like big boats, obviously like big boats, you're not going to be able to park them in this port because this port is too small. I think big boats are going to end up sailing in here into this inner port. Into here, and they'll dock in these big spots. So maybe we could put like a crane or something here. That would be not a bad idea. I think the biggest boats, like the full-size sailing ships, you know, the ones that go like across the ocean stuff, those probably aren't even, they probably don't even come through into the port area. They probably park in like the big bay. That's not how you spell crane. Crane. Something like that. Maybe one over here too. Kind of like that. Yeah. I do like the idea of a dockside crane though. I think I want to keep this inner part of this port for the most part fairly touristy, I guess. You know, so personal watercraft, you know, people who just want to have a paddle around, you know, not so much the utilitarian. I think the utilitarian shipyard area is going to be kind of along this little stretch of coast right here, which there's not much space, which is unfortunate. I don't know where else I can put it that makes sense with the lore of the world. There is a second, I mean, for like the really, really big boats, there is a second bay over here on the other side of this mountain. We'll fly over there. Which would probably make a lot of sense. So like right over here, there's this bay. What is that? Was someone building? Oh, that's the big lion face that Gabriel was building. That's cool. Yeah, look at the terrain generation. I didn't do that. That's just Minecraft, ladies and gentlemen. But I think this bay could be a nice area for like the really big boats to come. You know, like particularly like that little area right there. You could put a big boat there, something like that. Because this bay is just, it's a little bit crowded, you know. You know, because it basically, you can't really tell because spectator mode is doing weird things, but you know, this is about all the space we got. It's not a lot. It's not a very big area. And I would think, given that this is kind of a capital city, yeah, I don't know. They'd find a way to deal with it, but I think space constraints are definitely a big problem. I did want to put like warehouses and stuff and like boat repair stuff along this line right here. All the way up to here. I don't know. A lot of stuff to think about. Coming back over here though, maybe fountain. I could see a fountain. It will put a sign. Well, if it's not a fountain, it's probably going to be a tree. I want something to be here. Mountain. Can't spell. or tree. Same thing here. Whatever we don't put over there will probably end up being over here. Or tree. Because this is like a hub. Because this is the only way really to get across the bay is this big bridge. Which we also have to construct at some point. Yep. Sometimes I get a little overwhelmed. It's a lot to do. But I think taking it one little step at a time is kind of a best way to deal with all that. Let's see if we can lay out some buildings on this side. So, on this side, I think I don't know, it's kind of complicated. I do want there to be, you know, some walk-in space. Which means I feel like for sure we can, something like that might be okay. Yeah, we'll kind of follow this like that. So I think that's a large enough opening for foot traffic. Probably put, I don't know, some sort of small building here. And then we'll probably just have this be kind of a pretty uniform, straight, flat front. Doesn't have to come all the way. Maybe let's like that. Let's kind of bring this back across. And we could do that. So that's a building. We'll leave a gap, a couple blocks wide. Kind of like, no, I did that wrong. I think going this wide. We want it to be on the same plane. It's easier that way. Let's see. Here's where it starts getting complicated. I think we can extend this area a little bit. Gonna bring that out just a few blocks. Yeah, this will be fine. Okay, cool. So, shorten that. Bring this across. Let's see. Something like this. Yeah, you want to build a warehouse, man? That would be cool. Yeah, just message me about it so I don't forget. But yeah, that would be super cool, man. I'd love to get some of your input. This area right here with the blue is gonna be kind of a warehouse district, kind of a dockyard. I want to put a dry dock or an area or kind of a ship repair area where they drag the big boats out of the water, put them up on stilts, and so they can fix the holes and stuff. And then I also want there to be some big warehouses. I've got some plans that revolve around warehouses and the things that they kind of sneakily bring into these warehouses. Yeah, big warehouse stuff, cranes, stuff like that, industrial things. I know you're pretty great at building that kind of stuff. I'd love to have a chat with you and see if we can figure out something, kind of a collaboration project. Be awesome. And let's do like that. Yeah. This area right here, this was going to be my my project for the week, my Mother's Day project, but I wasn't able to actually find time to get it all figured out. So right now it's just a cool building, which there's nothing wrong with cool buildings, you know. But it is a little bit of a shame that I wasn't able to get my act together in time to do a really cool thing. So what are you gonna do, right? Let's see. These buildings are weird. Kind of like, all right, yeah, no, it's like almost 2 a.m. Great, great having you though. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Appreciate it. Let's put something here. Let's see. Let's connect these up. I think we need a cross street here, you know? And I think what I'll do is I'll have these two buildings connected with a like a bridge or something. I think that would be really neat. You know, kind of have the public access bridge area that goes over. I think that would be really cool. Let's see, what else can we put in here? Kind of follow that edge a little bit. Let's see, we'll kind of put that there. Yeah. Sort of feels like we should have something interesting here. I don't know exactly what though. Let's see. Croquet doing like this. Kind of like that. Same thing over here. Maybe we'll do this one more in, huh? Oop, like that. Let's see, what else? Probably split these buildings up here. I think that's fine. I think honestly we might be able to split these buildings like this too. Just have a small one there on the end. That's probably okay, right? Not all these buildings need to be enormous. Yeah, that'll work. On that note, I think this one can probably be split. Split it up into two like that. And maybe even this one, if I'm being honest. We could probably do something like, I don't know. Feels like that should be split up a little bit. I don't know how, though. Maybe kind of coming down like this. We could do, this thing where this storefront gets more physical front, you know, storefront space. And then this one has a hallway that leads to the main body of the store in the back. I think it's okay if this one's large. I'm okay with that. Think, let's see. kind of connect some of these things up so we have an idea of where we're going. Would like for there to be another entryway. Maybe we'll do it kind of over here. We'll have kind of like this. I don't like that those are offset, but it does make a good, it's like a good size, you know? So we'll probably be okay with it. Let's fill this. And we're getting there. We're almost there. I think. Yeah, I like that. It's a little convoluted, but I think we'll make it work. Something like that, and then... Oh man, this is... Something like that, maybe? I don't know. Maybe we'll just connect them this way. Is that better? That doesn't feel a lot better, but it's a little bit better. I'll take a little bit better. These ones do not have cobble underneath them. Okay, I think that's good. We got kind of a prominent storefront area. I think actually now that we brought this out, we can actually bring this facade out just a little bit more. Kind of like that. Probably careful about it. Sneak that onto there like that, maybe. Just to give us a little bit of extra space. Every little bit we can do, you know, to kind of fill in the area. It's kind of the name of the game when it comes to this kind of stuff. Just finding good ways to fill the space where it makes sense, where it looks nice, fits with everything you're trying to accomplish with the building. You know, like this area, this area is not, you know, it's not such prime real estate. I don't think there's probably as many people who want to live right here along this little canal and everything. So it would seem to me that this area would be pretty fair game for like just tall buildings, you know? Cut them off like that. Maybe we'll just start this here. Something like that. Yeah, I think that's not bad. This stairway is something we're gonna have to be careful with. I have to make sure I leave enough space that I can put the stairs I need to put where I need to put them, if that makes sense. So I just need things to make sure, that things connect up in the way that I think they're gonna connect up. As long as they do, we can put stuff all throughout here. But we just need to make sure we leave space. So a lot of this isn't really well planned. Something like that. Let's see. How does that look? That's much better. Can I do like something like this? Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think there's a... Let's see. Something like that. That could be kind of nice. I think a lot of these will end up being just kind of apartment buildings. Nothing super fancy. But, you know, people gotta live somewhere. And, you know, it's a nice place to live. You are right here next to the, you know, kind of touristy area if that's what people like. I could see myself wanting to live someplace like that. You know, you're kind of in the thick of things. Then I guess we probably just bring this across. Yeah. Not bad in terms of space. We will probably going to do like that. Yeah. I think that's okay. Probably do the same thing down here. Just because these kind of awkward shaped buildings, it's usually better to try and give them something of a flat front, so you can put doors on them more easily. I think so anyway. In my experience, that seems like the best way to go. Let's see, we can have some buildings here. Something like that. I'm gonna leave this area empty because I don't know exactly what's gonna go there. I mostly just wanted to fill in this area over here by the water. And we're just about to hit 5 o'clock, so I think that 2 hours is kind of my normal limit for my attention span when it comes to Minecraft and stuff. So I think we're probably gonna wrap things up there. But thank you for everyone who came to watch and hang out. Probably wasn't the most exciting stream you've ever seen. Been a lot of it's a lot of just laying out outlines and stuff, and not a lot of actually, you know, the fun parts of building. But this is an important part of the process, unfortunately. And it's always nice to have the company when I'm doing stuff, if I'm being honest with you guys. But thanks for watching. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do this. I'm hoping to do this, you know, at least every weekend. So I hope I'll see you guys next week. I've got my survival stream on Wednesday with my buddy Tarek. It's different world. We're doing survival. It's going okay. I've never done survival before, so this is my first try, and it's going about like you would expect for someone who's never done survival before. So yeah, come check that out if you're interested, and I'll catch you guys next week. All right, bye bye.